During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A, always, B, aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? It's Friday, last show of the week. We could be rid of you people.
Yeah, but ew.
God damn it. No,
Ew.
Hi, guys. Friday afternoon, Revenge of the Sis, of course. Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez. What is it? The leaders of the haters.
Yeah, we're the hater brigade.
The haters, the fucking hater generals.
Now, okay.
Brigadier general haters.
You want to go right into this?
What happened?
Okay. So, for those of you who have watched the show, we played some videos of this show that's on YouTube called the Megalo Show, right? Which is Megan Navarro and Carlos Navarro. Now, this all started when I was doing.
It's always good when the girl gets top billing, by the way.
I was doing Daywave, and there's a show in Orlando that's been around for like 20 years, morning zoo called Monsters in the Morning.
Monsters in the Morning. Pew pew.
What's your favorite sandwich at Twin Peaks? It's mostly live reads. Anyway.
Fucking one of the stations that just always had TNA tickets to give away.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't forget, we got 500 TNA tickets to give away for the new pay-per-view this week. Slammiversary. It's because nobody goes.
Don't forget the Saga of the Day. We'll be giving out Puddle of Mud tickets. That's right, at the Dr. Phillips Center.
Wow, where'd you get all those tickets? We were willing to go and pick them up.
Yeah,
that was all that was required. So anyway.
As a matter of fact, Dixie Carter drove over here and dropped them off. Anyway. Started messing with them, having some fun at them, have a couple laughs. Fans are in there making fun of them. And then, he went on a little rant because their YouTube is live when they're on breaks. So, hey, this innovative radio man, and, he's killing it. Like, the radio war thing is old, it's dead.
That's Facebook Live from the studio. It's not innovative.
No, you're right. So, anyway, I introduced Mike to the Megalo Show, which they broadcast at night. And Mike has been... I
don't even really care about these people, but oftentimes one needs to. To me, they bore me. But
Right.
we always need to be ready for the next big enemy. When someday we're going to be circling the wagons hard.
You're right. You're right.
And you got to keep your sword coated in blood. This is like when the wildlings killed those villagers when they first got over the wall. They were just doing it to get the Night's Watch to come out. Ah, what's going on here? Just
or like when Alabama plays FAMU, like they're gonna beat them.
Yeah, but we're just warming up. Stretch.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's all. You got to break in your new cleats, and that's all we're doing.
So what happened? Because I'm asking because I have something to show you. What happened last night on Nightwave?
Last night, man, people were asking. People were requesting. They were dying for more Meglos.
Oh, really?
They were chomping at the bit, if you will, frothing at the mouth.
Okay, yeah.
For more Meglos. Because sadly, see, the reason why I jumped on early Wednesday and attacked them and recorded it was because I had a feeling, and I was correct, that they were going on Wednesday to throw people up, to throw off the haters, and that they weren't going to go on. I knew they weren't coming on Thursday night. I had a feeling. Feeling they went on Wednesday because they were like, we'll get on there. And they'll go, whoa, fuck. I have a feeling they thought they were getting fucked with by a podcast that's on every Thursday.
Oh, okay, I see.
And so they didn't come back Thursday. So there was nothing. So I decided, well, it wouldn't matter even if Meglos was live. We would just be able to watch them. We can't comment on anything because Carlos wastes most of his time blocking everybody.
Right.
But I did notice that they had 2 featured channels on there.
Yes, the Megan Navarro channel.
They've got solo channels that we're not all blocked on. So all we did was I wanted the audience to experience sort of like, it's always about Meglos, and I was like, but what about the Meg and the Los behind the Meglos?
Right.
So we took a trip through some of their videos, some of their best ofs, and then one of the eagle-eyed fans. I wish I could remember who it was. I'm sorry. I'm sure whoever it is will yell out, spurg out on me like, "It was me, you fucking asshole!" I'm sorry, but some awesome person did go, "You gotta watch the Howard Stern one," and I'm like, what? What's the Howard Stern one? What could it be? And I never realized how beautiful. I was like, Howard Stern video, who cares? What is it like and I never could even imagine how terrible this is.
So this is 5 years ago. Howard Stern was doing some sort of hottest chick contest. He does those. He's done those forever, right? And you send in your submissions.
It's innovative radio.
Pew pew. Well, this is 5 years ago. Megan Navarro decided to make a video. This is on YouTube, by the way, so we're not like doxing or anything, okay?
Hey, Howard and gang. My name's Megan Navarro.
All right, look, she has nice boobs. Can we agree?
Does she though? No, she doesn't.
What do you mean? No, she doesn't.
They're very long.
They're not long. They're normal sized boobs.
Look at where the bottoms are on the top there. Those are very oblong. Those are egg-shaped boobs.
Got it.
And I don't know if they might be nice boobs, and that thing might not fit. There's a very good chance that bra doesn't fit properly. But
Navarro, and I'm seriously one of your biggest fans. I've been listening since I was like 12 years old. My dad is a huge fan. My mom is a huge fan.
How cringy is the music, by the way? While it's
they can't. I don't know what it is, if they've just been so programmed by retarded top 40 radio,
yeah,
that they can't imagine living in a world where there's not a music bed while they're talking.
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. That's what it is.
They go back and watch it and they go, this sounds so bizarre to me to just hear me talking in a microphone. No. Add a Bruno Mars music bed.
My husband is a huge fan. Last year when you were in Tampa, we came to see you at AGT,
and he doesn't remember you. You're nobody to him. You don't exist.
had so much fun. Needless to say,
By the way, spoiler alert, she didn't win.
when I heard you guys were having the hottest chick, biggest fan contest.
One old girl in her 20s. Now, what I'm trying.
Wait, what are you saying? That's not nice. because he was mad this morning. We're about to play that. Carlos was really mad.
Cool, fine. You know who won that contest? I don't even know, but I'll bet you she was a girl in her 20s who wasn't a mommy.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
You
The
must-
hottest fucking girl listener contest. I mean, I get it. Howard's not exactly as hot as he used to be,
But he's still Howard Stern, yeah.
but it's still a brand, and there's still really pretty whores that swirl around these brands to try to get famous. So, yeah, some 25-year-old one.
I knew I had to enter and give it a shot. When I'm not busy listening to pieces of vinyl, I always have on Howard 100 and Howard 101. I love eating.
Good
And
cut.
I never
Good edit.
And I never listen to my husband's show.
I implied that this morning, too.
I said it last
Yeah.
night. And look, she says in the video, I'm Megan Navarro. So this is not.
No, yeah,
you
this
can't
is on
say
YouTube.
This is like, we weren't together yet. Or,
Yeah.
no, you're married. You're married. This is your husband does radio. See, you can't. You can't. Even if I loved a girl and I was with her, if a woman did this to another radio or another YouTube, if it was somebody who's another, I would have to break up with them, despite any progress and how much time we spent. It would have to be over. You can't cuck somebody like this and let it just go. Well, what are you gonna do, right? How do you not see the terrible optics that this is?
Healthy and working out, just like you, Howard. I'm not quite as educated as Robin yet, but I'm getting there. When I'm in the gym,
Educated.
Those are, I think, show references. I think I haven't listened to Howard in forever, but
working
Yeah,
up a
guess.
sweat, I always have you in my ear, Howard.
Why would you jog to talk radio? Nobody.
no music.
Nobody even walks to talk radio. Does anybody else find that disorienting?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's disorienting. Like, I will if it's a thing.
Right.
If it's a national presidential address
Right.
and I'm out, I'll put a radio in and listen to, you know what I mean? Or a fucking, if the power goes out in the whole city and there's a World Series going on
Right.
in another city, I'll go listen to it. But for the most part, if you're walking, it's it's tunes. You got,
Right.
It's a beat. You know what I mean? You're like, dun, 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 dun. You're not running and listening to Robin, have you seen this girl's boobs? Ooh, yeah, look at these boobs, huh, Robin? While you're running, that doesn't sound good.
Kevin jogs to Daywave. Well, you're a weirdo, Kevin.
You're a weird person.
When I get home from working out, I like to start preparing my family's dinner because not only am I a wife, I'm also a mommy and I like to take care of them. But
I thought you're a wife and a mommy. I thought this was the hottest listener contest.
Yeah.
You just fucking harpooned your own video. Like, you understand that, right? You just shot your own video in the foot. Any marketing team would tell you, oh, you're sexy, right? Okay, don't say mommy. Don't say wife. None of those things are sexy.
Same to you while I'm cooking. And unlike Maria Menounos, I would pour this beer in Richard Christie's ass.
Another show reference. Another a really obscure
Right.
Howard Stern. Like, it was just like the video. The point is, show your tits and shoehorn as many show references in there as with no charisma necessary. Look, I would be embarrassed. If I knew that much about anything. There's something about try hard fans of anything that would, like, I want to say this now while we're still just doing our thing, whatever. If this show ever blows up and there's a lot of you and you're hearing these words right now, and you're ever going to meet us or something, don't know too much about us. It's weird. It's creepy. And if you do know, just keep it to yourself. Like, pretend like you're too cool to know stuff, because it's really, right? Am I wrong? Like, it doesn't matter what it is that you're a fan base of. If you know too much about it, it's like, ew, why do you know all of this? That's really weird, right?
Yeah, I forget stuff that I've done on the show.
I'd be like,
I don't remember.
it's one thing if somebody goes, you said this one thing this one time that made me laugh and I never forgot it.
Right.
And you go, that's cool. I appreciate that. But when somebody's like, do you remember? I'm not as vegucated. I'll pour a beer in Richard Christie's, but I'd be like, what? That was a bit we did at 2012. What are you talking about? Fucking loser.
All right, so today,
Oh, no.
this
What is
week,
this now?
this week,
Earthquake on, huh? That's a landslide.
this week,
That's a funny white bitch right there.
this week has been Carlos Big Shot. He's been hosting because Russ, the guy who normally hosts the show, has been hosting it for 20 years, is on vacation.
And he's not happy. He's on his vacation.
No. So this is after what happened after Nightwave and all messing with him. He was upset, Mike. And this is him on his radio show that's been on the air in Central Florida for 20 years. Okay, taking over. Ready? Here we go.
I love the banner. I love
And
the
today
banner,
is the
and I
reason.
love it.
On a day like today, what happened to me in the morning was a perfect reason as to why having discipline and just doing something you do every single day as a bastion, a safety, whatever, mentally help.
Execute. He goes, "Dear RTC, I wrote, but you still ain't calling."
Wait, no, because here's the thing, right? I know I'm already listening to
It's
this.
like
I gotta
10
break this down.
seconds.
I have to- No, but first of all, I can't get over the banner because when I see that banner, all I think of is Royce describing them taking the banner down for the bigger show that's permanently on the wall.
Yeah.
And even when Royce did it, we pick on people, but there's sometimes when people say something, even Royce sounded sad
I
when he
was sad.
described it. But so this guy, I want to make this crystal clear.
Yes.
Because he's going to be in big trouble with his program director and with Russ this week. I have a feeling. He's wasting his primetime hosting gig. Like, this is it. You get to host. You get to be the first chair on the morning show all week while the big guy's on vacation. This is a time to showcase your talent and your skills and really punch it up. Outshine Russ. Fuck this guy. Take the throne. And you're going to waste your time. So he's already wasting time
Yes.
talking about petty internet drama.
Correct.
Let me tell you. So I wake up this morning. I went to bed around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I was tired.
Yeah.
My wife was doing a shoot. She has a YouTube channel, and she was doing a really cool shoot.
Doing a shoot at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, that sounds like a nice shoot.
More about later. So it was just my daughter and I went to bed. Woke up this morning.
Yep.
Around. I got up earlier than usual. I actually got up around like 3:30. But here's the deal. To get back to why I said that, like when I get up at 3:30 now, I'm pumped up. Like, ooh, I have so much time to do whatever the hell.
Right.
Nobody in the world is going to
Yes.
bother me at 4 a.m. And it's weird, but I like that. And thankfully I had that because when I checked my phone looked like a Christmas tree because I had some notifications.
Really?
Why? First of all, Carlos, rookie move in this business. Why do you have your notifications for your YouTube channel on? That's absolutely.
Turn that bad boy off.
I can't imagine living in a hell like that. I don't have Twitter notifications. I don't have. If anybody wonders why sometimes I'm hard to reach, I don't have any of that shit on my phone. Like, it's on my phone, but it does not notify me.
I'll tell you this is true because sometimes when dinner's done, I'll be downstairs and I'll send Mike a message, "Hey, dinner's done," and he doesn't read it. And I'm like, "All right, I'm just going to scream because he's not going to get the notification."
Yeah, and he'll just go, "Bah!" And I'm like, "Oh, food."
Food, yeah.
Because nobody's being murdered in this
No,
neighborhood.
yeah.
If somebody's yelling, you're like, there must be food or treats of some sort. But yeah, we had a little fun with this guy last night. So I guess it got, but yeah, dude, you got to shut your things off. That can't be. I don't have any of that stuff on for a reason. It's no offense, but a lot of the stuff, some of you guys come to me with very crucial things at moments when I need them. But there's like 85% of the incoming stuff I get is complete bullshit.
Right.
So, or hate. There's a lot of hate. I don't even read hate emails anymore. I get so many, or tweets and stuff.
Oh yeah, you got to leave it alone.
I read the
did.
first sentence and I'm like, all right, this is.
And I just scroll past it. Yeah.
You gotta let this shit go. The hate. You can't let the haters bother you, bro.
Well, that's what he's about to say.
Yeah. I had some notifications attached to some of my social media accounts and my YouTube channel and various other. I mean, I got 47. Right. I mean, this day and age, you're doing any entertainment, you got 62 ways of contacting you.
Right.
So, I looked down and it was not. It was, basically it was an email that will show you what the comment is on just one of your random.
He got all the emails. I bet he saved them too. I bet he got deleted the comments, but I bet he saved all those emails. And he's gonna read those comments.
Videos. Right. And I hadn't posted something on YouTube in a while, so I know it wasn't anything I posted recently. What happened was a group of kind of collected haters, not only of me, but a lot of things.
Right. We are the haters.
We're the collected haters? Are we all the collected haters?
I don't know what's going on.
Kind of coalesced and swarmed and attacked me. And
By the way, swarm is a good word. You guys did swarm him.
And my wife.
My wife.
He even said it like that.
Yeah.
And my wife.
And my daughter.
Now, did anybody attack his kid?
No, in fact, on the contrary, it was really funny how everyone universally said, "Man, that is a cute kid, though. That's a nice kid." Like,
nobody attacked your kid, bruh.
I think somebody did laugh. Okay, I think somebody did. Now that I think about it, somebody did point out. The kid has the same eyes as Carlos.
Oh, well.
Like the one is kind of.
Gotcha.
And my family. And pretty much everything under the sun in the most vile ways. And I'm waking up in the morning, like, imagine going to the bathroom, you click, you're like, and it's right in your face.
This was his big shot. Don't forget, folks, to host the show. It's been
he's
a staple in Orlando for 20 years.
He's wasting his last Friday morning drive solo show on this bullshit.
To address the haters.
Instead of creating something that might last forever in his sizzle reel. Do you understand when I got to host middays on the 4th of July weekend, because it landed on a weekdays that week, I used that high-rated moment to embarrass my assistant program director's cousin who was getting a divorce and get fired spectacularly. But it was worth it. I went right down the street to Rock 105, bing, bong, bing. I had a job a week later. But this guy wasted his Friday going, man, the fucking haters.
Danny Singles, Carlos Opie Navarro.
That's what it is. Bro, these fucking haters, bro. It's like, they don't get it, dude. And fucking Howard gets Fridays off. It's like, dude.
Let me go film somebody in the bathroom.
And I told the company, I want 2-week-long contracts. That's how I want to do it. I want my employees making $30,000 a year in New York City to have panic attacks weekly about their employment status, bro.
That's a good point. That really keeps you on your toes.
And then,
you're like,
and then ready, here's my Jim impression. Oh, no, I'm listening.
Now, the message to the haters is this.
What's the message?
Listen, everybody, you guys listening, this is a message to the haters. Is everyone listening?
What do you got to say, tough guy?
You ready?
Yeah.
All
right. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. What do I get? I get some fucking. Can I get some? Can I get some free passes to fucking Monster Truck Madness on Sundays? Can I get a little taste of that action? What?
You want some drink tickets to Applebee's? Then we can be giving out free cinnamon rolls at Bartow Ford tomorrow.
Yeah, tell you what, bro. How about I meet you at Bartow Ford on Sunday afternoon when you're down there doing face painting and barbecuing for the kids, right? And getting you a $150 talent fee. And we'll throw these hands in between you making balloons.
Your really hard, graphic, detailed hate was very hard to consume in the morning. I got to tell you.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious.
It's really hard to consume.
Very funny, though.
It really was. And old Carlos, very violent Carlos that would fly off at the handle, would have just literally driven down to the place,
Right.
and just beat your ass.
Like been beaten within an inch of your life by two grown men who have no qualms beating up one guy at the same time.
Yeah, what do you think? I'm just gonna let you beat Mike up?
Yeah,
No,
and
it's
I'm
not gonna
let
happen.
you get on Royce either.
It's not gonna happen, brother.
Yeah, we're a package deal on and off the air, so you gotta,
Why don't you bring Russ if you get him out of his fucking Clearwater condo that he goes to every weekend like he's a baller?
Russ and the assistant program director are gonna have a talk with Carlos. I don't know if they did it today or they're doing it Monday, but they're gonna tell him that he wasted his prime opportunity to display his talents on a prime time slot with petty internet beef, internet drama, all drama that, by the way, originated on a competing platform.
Yeah. And by the way, I'll give it to Russ because when we were in the morning show before they had the mods and we were fucking with them, Russ doesn't even read the YouTube chats. He's an old school, like he's an idiot, but he's an old school radio guy. He doesn't read the chats, and when Carlos was getting all mad about it, all you heard Russ say is be like, "Oh, it's just how it is, man. Don't worry about it." And he just kept doing the show. Like he just bop, break, home. Like that's what he does. This guy's
some of
flipping
these
out.
guys are like that,
Yeah.
man. Those are actually some of the coolest guys I worked with in radio. Were the ones that just came in, the old timers,
Yeah.
that come and do cocaine in the studio and just. All right, now of course that was Credence, and we're gonna come back and do a little Motley Crue here, just a little bit, and Miller Lite sponsor the local state fair, and bing, and then they'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna voice track the last three and get out of here a little early." Okay.
Russ may hire Opie to replace Carlos.
They had that because when I checked my phone looked like a Christmas tree.
Why is
because
he
I
talk
had
like
some
Aziz Ansari?
I don't know.
I was checking my phone, man. Stupid ass.
Really?
Yeah. I had some notifications attached to some of my social media accounts and my YouTube channel and various other. I mean, I got 47. Right. I mean, this day and age, you're doing any entertainment, you got 62 ways of contacting you.
Right.
So I looked down, and it was not. It was, basically it was an email that will show you what the comment is on just one of your random videos. And I hadn't posted something on YouTube in a while, so I know it wasn't anything I posted recently. And what happened was a group of kind of collected haters, not only of me, but a lot of things,
Right.
kind of coalesced and swarmed and attacked me and my wife and my daughter and my family and pretty much everything under the sun.
And the
most
Jews, sir.
Yeah.
Come on.
man.
It's not all about you.
Get with it.
vile ways. And I'm waking up in the morning, like, imagine going to the bathroom, you click, you're like, and it's right in your face. You're like, Now, the message to the haters is this.
Here we go.
It's hardcore.
Thank you.
Carlos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your really hard, graphic, detailed hate was very hard to consume in the morning. I got to tell you, it really was. And old Carlos, very violent Carlos that would fly off at the handle, would have just literally driven down to the place,
Right.
and just beat your ass. Like, and I see the people who are doing this. These are not the most physically kept people.
Is that what you got? You got. We're not the most physically kept people.
Hey, Carlos, bud, pal, doing DDP yoga at 5 a.m. doesn't make you some sort of tough dude, by the way.
Yeah, you're not ripped.
Yeah, you're not. This isn't fucking. This isn't even like a Joe Rogan guy telling you something. Who could kick your ass.
I've hurt people before very badly. I'm not proud of it, but I'm just pointing out that, yeah. All right, look. If you were a big guy, I'd go,
Right.
Maybe. But you're on the same. You're on the same level as either one of us physically. You're not a fucking tough guy. You're not Dolph Lundgren in fucking Rocky IV. You're regular. You're probably about 5'9", 5'10".
And by the way,
I'd kill you.
But not even that. But let me tell you the reality of what would happen if you grow. Because see, I wouldn't fight him, and here's why. Let me tell you why I wouldn't.
If he tried to be old Carlos, I
No.
would.
No.
Turn
Listen,
the old
listen,
Murph
listen.
real quick.
No, I get you. But if he shows up at my home, let's use that as an example. You know what I'm going to do, Carlos? I'm going to call the police, and they're going to be arrested. and then you're going to have to explain to Russ, your boss, why your face is on page 7 of the Orlando Sentinel. Local Monsters Morning DJ arrested.
Yeah, and then you'll be the guy that got fired from Monsters twice.
Carlos. Physical threats don't work. And by the way, the fact that he's not witty enough to take it and make fun back. Look,
they're lucky I wasn't in the room when they said that, or it would have been a completely different
Yeah.
situation.
Carlos, buddy boy, listen. You're in a dying industry. You look in the mirror and you can lie to yourself all you want, but your industry is dying, okay? You have to sit there, and now at the end of the show, before they used to leave the cameras on, they turn it off right away so nobody sees them taking the fucking posters down. Because I sat there, and like I said, it went from making funny to like, wow, these guys have to take their own posters down. Local radio is really sad now.
It's dying.
It's mostly live reads. Like, I listen to the show. It's mostly live reads.
It's like, but that's most programming. Most of the programming, even like we were pointing out on that, Memology has been doing a lot of hate videos about H3H3, and the H3 podcast. It's long-winded. I mean, it's for an hour-long podcast. It's 20-something minutes. Some people have counted of just talking about products.
Oh, really?
Doing long-winded live
Oh,
reads.
wow.
And it's like you said, it's mostly just, I want to talk about Dollar Shave Club for 20 minutes. And you're like, let's play fucking music.
Right.
And then they're realizing that it's not even, it's just not worth it in radio. Like to even, I don't understand why you even have jocks anymore. Be like serious. Just have one guy introducing the same fucking song across the country because that's all it is anyway.
Okay, they're
like Ryan's.
They're very weak, like Ryan. A lot of these guys.
Super weak.
Yeah, I'm weak, bud.
But mean Ryans.
Yeah.
Mean Ryans.
I'm at least a nice weak. I have to be nice weakling and be funny so people don't beat
Exactly.
Shut up, you look like a sloth.
Yeah.
But to get back to this real quick, I want to thank the haters
You're welcome.
because
Imagine you just talking about the haters in 2018, unironically.
I know, he's actually
in your
saying the
40s.
haters. I know.
In your 40s. Fucking haters, dude.
I could have started this morning off really, really bad because
Right.
of this infusion of negativity. But
He really
I've read
is Opie
so
Navarro.
much.
Whoever said that is a fucking genius. He is Opie Navarro. I've been doing radio since I was 18, and I'm not going to listen to these I got a beautiful wife, bro, and I'm not going to listen to the fucking haters.
I could have started this morning off really, really bad because
Right.
of this infusion of
Yeah, it looks like you had a great morning. Those bags under your eyes are indicative of somebody who had a great morning.
negativity. But I've read
He's got
so
Pete
much.
Davidson eyes.
He does. Yep.
He's got those eyes that look like bungholes.
And I've seen so many things. And I've been through so much. Things that are way worse
This is the
than
worst freestyle ever.
It's not great.
digital words being thrown on a
Being a vegan is cool.
Okay, you've been through so much in these digital words, and they fuel you, they don't bother you. But you just said that in the morning when you're reading them, it's hard to absorb.
Yeah.
And it made you feel violent thoughts.
Oh, you'll see.
You can't you can't be like, yeah, bro, it just motivates me, bro. That shit don't bother me. You just admitted that you wanted to violently punch, but drive here and punch both of
Yeah,
us.
what do you?
First,
You have a child.
do you understand that for me, as a shit posting artiste, to get a man to wake up in the morning and the first thought in his mind is to beat the shit out of me while I'm dead asleep? I'm just off in dreamland enjoying. I didn't wake up and think about you today, Carlos. Let's get that perfectly clear. I got up. I had an energy drink because there's no milk to make coffee. Just had some energy drinks, doing some stuff, smoked a bowl, talking to Royce earlier, and he goes, hey, by the way, there was a whole thing today with the monsters. And I went, sounds fun. Can't wait to do it on the show. There was no big Carlos talk today. Oh, this will be fun for the show. And then we're gonna get off this show tonight, and I'm not gonna think about you.
No, I'm
and
gonna
then
go do
later on,
things.
if I run out of prep, I'll be like, what's Carlos doing? That's all this is. It's just fun.
so many things. And I've been through so much. Things that are way worse than digital words being thrown on a digital platform that have nothing to do with me.
Right.
Then why are you talking about it on your morning show?
Yeah.
That's the thing I don't get, dude.
didn't
If something
bother you?
didn't bother me, I wouldn't remember it and wouldn't talk about it.
You mean all those people asking your wife if she's ever been with a black guy? That didn't bother you?
Nope.
They were making claims that I have AIDS, that I have a cocaine problem.
I told you were gonna like this. I didn't lie to you.
Oh, I fucking love you guys.
Our
We
listeners,
had so much fun last night.
our listeners are the best. I swear to God.
This is on the air?
This was on the air. This went over the airwaves.
This is Milk Toast. Orlando Morning Radio. You can't talk about AIDS. What is wrong with you? Edgelord? What are you, a shock jock?
By the way, shout out to Berg. He's the one that was listening live. I guess he's a local.
He's going to get yelled at for this. They're going to be like, why would you be rambling about AIDS in the middle of a morning show? People are going to work. They want to hear you couldn't go to Prep Burger and find a War of the Roses bit or something.
I could have started this morning off really, really bad because of this infusion.
Please go
of
back.
negativity.
I got to hear the
I
AIDS.
did.
Okay, good. I got to hear the AIDS thing.
I did. Here it comes.
But I've read so much and I've seen so many things and I've been through so much. Things that are way worse than digital words being thrown on a digital platform that have nothing to do with me.
Right.
Nope.
They were making claims that I have AIDS, that I have a cocaine problem. That
Oh my God, he's unhinged. He's lost his mind. What is he doing? If I were doing this 10 years ago in radio, I would have looked through a window and my dykey fucking, I had a really dykey biker chick, assistant program director. She would have came through the window and been like, what are you doing? Stop doing whatever you're doing. Put that down.
I've the most weirdest, silly, juvenile stuff, right? But it took till about 4:30 or 4:45.
I need to download
to go and block and delete almost all of this.
Yeah.
He was up from 3:30. He was up for an hour and 15 minutes. An hour and 15 minutes.
I wonder if he was late.
He might have been. Didn't matter. The boss wasn't there.
How great would have been if he was late.
Oh, sure.
It was a soaking of
Cat in the chat goes, it really doesn't bother him.
Not at all.
No.
Not affecting his life at all.
By the way, I never make requests, but Blue Stall, if you ever wanted to make a video, this would be it.
negativity in the morning.
I actually have a good idea for a Blues Doll.
Okay.
Blues Doll really has good potential here to just start blurring the lines and just combining characters.
Okay.
Like, that's what I think. I think she's got enough characters now that you could just use all of these people
In one-
as a
yeah.
coalition of just people.
Lil Lunchbox, John Schaefer's. All right.
But I will say this: if you have
Yeah.
AIDS, cocaine does keep you up.
That's kind of funny. That's a little funny.
It gives you energy.
Oh, Jeff Howe,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
this is what I'm saying.
Sloth Guy. It's Sloth Guy. That's the Sloth Guy.
Instead of going inward,
He's the one getting his own morning show, by the way. This guy here, this third micer.
He looks like if Travis Teft had a kid. That was like getting ready to get a
Yeah.
son. If he had a son when he was really young and now he's all grown and just trying to get him in the business.
and really knowing how I can get, like literally
Right.
off the rails, like going crazy. I have that in me. So anybody
Stop!
listening
You're
to-
acting like some kind of person with AIDS on cocaine.
Did you see but him crazy that he had? But listen to the threat. Listen to the threat. Seriously.
so many things, and I've been through so much. Things that are way worse than digital words being thrown on a digital platform that have nothing to do with me.
Right.
Nope.
They were making claims that I have AIDS, that I have
Every time.
I have a cocaine problem, that I've the most weirdest, silly.
It just makes me so happy that we made this man say this on a morning radio show in Orlando.
By the way, Orlando, top 20 market.
Yeah, this is a big market.
Yeah.
That's a big. It's not a small show.
No, it's not. Been around 20 years. You think Russ would have allowed them to do this on his show if Russ was there?
Why would no? Well, Russ is so mad, right? He ruined Russ's last day of vacation, by the way, because Russ is one of these weirdos. Like Roy said, he's old school, so he's been checking in.
Of course.
And he's like, how are the sound checks? Everybody get the show get out of the daily sounds good.
But
Still sending prep burger links while he's on vacation.
How are the trends? Are the trends good?
so somebody called Russ today because Russ is one of those guys that likes to have all his spies, and I'm sure he has like sycophants there at the station that they know Russ will be there forever. Mm-hmm. So he's got a few interns and people that are calling him like, hey, he kind of had a meltdown today on the show. Russ is like, God damn it, you're gonna waste our time here. It's like master of the morning. That's what it sounds like when you get yelled at on radio.
Yeah. By the way,
God damn it, we trusted you with a good time slot. Without your future.
Russ is the kind of guy who got mad because somebody said their boyfriend went Halloween is at like Ted Bundy or some sort of serial killer. He goes, isn't that kind of tacky? And he also got mad at somebody for saying diarrhea. So I can't imagine that he's very happy with this because not only
AIDS, cocaine.
Yeah.
This is so
juvenile stuff.
We got this nigga in trouble. We broke this dude. And the best part is this is gonna get worse.
Yeah, it ain't gonna get better. Careful, he's gonna hit you.
But it took till about 4:30 or 4:45 to go and block and delete almost all of this.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished, boys and girls. We did good last night.
Proud of you guys.
Sure.
It was a soaking of negativity in the morning.
But I will say this: if you have
Yeah.
AIDS, cocaine does keep you up. It gives you energy.
Oh, Jeff Howe.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
And by the way, that laugh is him actually upset because he wanted to do a whole monologue and he didn't want anybody else to interrupt him.
This is what I'm saying.
Here it comes.
Instead of going inward and really knowing how I can get, like literally off the rails, like going crazy. I have that in me. So anybody listening to this who thinks you're a pussy, Carlos, and you should actually be pissed off, how dare they go, guess what? I already did that, dude. And you know what? When words were said about me or my wife or my family and I acted on it, you know what ended up happening? I got in jail.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a tough guy.
He's making these seem like threats to me.
Are you a tough guy? Are you a tough
These
guy?
are kind of threats, right?
Orange County is one of the easiest counties to get records in.
It really is.
So,
it really is.
I want to see. You keep playing. I want to see if Carlos is a real tough guy.
Yeah.
I went to jail for it.
Did you?
It was a mistake. And I don't make those mistakes anymore. And when I do, I say I make them. And so when I get hit with just crazy stuff in the morning, I take a second. I let that anger just kind of, and then I do that right shift like in the Jurassic Park ride when you think you're going this way, no, and you take that energy. And I infused with so much positivity this morning, so much that today I wrote ideas for videos. Today I thought of the idea for a lot of the segments today. Today I was pumped up more than ever, not to prove those people wrong.
Not to prove us wrong, by the way.
But to prove to myself that I'm not them. To prove to myself.
But here's the thing. You're not them. There's a difference, Carlos. Let me explain something to you. Myself, Mike, people listening, none of us are angry. Are you angry, Mike? Okay.
No, I'm having a blast.
This is great. I'm not angry.
This is so much fun for me.
You're not proving you're not us. As a matter of fact, the opposite. You know how we would take it?
And I get it because people have tried to troll us, but they
go
away because we're like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah. That's cool, bro.
You know what I mean? You're like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You deal with, look, we did it. Remember,
this is a textbook case of how not to handle this.
Yeah. First off, saying I've gone to prison is implying that you're going to lose your mind and do what? Do you understand that when that's probably going to bother Russ? I honestly believe more than anything else is the threats. Because the last
I think the threats is going to bother Russ, but here's the thing. Yeah. I still think the biggest thing that's going to bother Russ is that any of this even entered the airwaves to begin with. That's what's going to piss him off.
Yeah, because you're right.
Because he's a radio guy.
You couldn't go on Prep Burger or just get some stuff, kiddo?
I'm serious. No, I'm not.
I know. I'm laughing though because you're absolutely right.
Those people work really hard, kiddo, so they can make good stuff for us.
Kiddo.
This is why we fired you the first time.
Kiddos.
This is why we fired you the first time. That's why I had to take a break the first time.
That I won't stoop down in this world where we have leaders in this country who say the most vile things about the people in the worst situations.
Did he spin this into Trump?
It's a Trump thing. All right, brother, man. Trump. All right, listen.
This is the most disjointed, rambling. How do I say this? Look, Carlos, I used to do a lot of cocaine. And this
Do you have AIDS?
This whole diatribe you're going on sounds a lot like what I used to sound like on cocaine. I can say that.
Of course you can.
Just saying.
Maybe he's just naturally energetic.
You in your natural state, completely sober, of course. You remind me a lot of me when I was on cocaine.
And he says he doesn't drink anymore. And whenever somebody says that they don't drink anymore, you know what that means? That when they got hammered, they did something really bad. And that was an ultimatum. You can't drink anymore. I'm telling you. You've had the guess. Maybe I'm wrong.
I am not going to go there.
But you already did.
For 20 minutes now.
Yeah, you've been going at it, sir.
They go low, I'm going to go high. And
Are
You take the low road and I'll take the high road, and I'll get to Dublin before you.
La da dee, la da da, la da dee da dee da.
My name is Carlos Navarro, and I know me a couple of Irish parables.
Can you do his Red Dead Redemption voice? Because
Oh, look at me, I'm a cowboy.
It's just everything's the same voice. Carlos can only do one voice
one
a day.
voice at a time. Yeah.
This is everybody sounds like this. Pew pew. This is my cowboy voice.
With leaders, supplying to Trump with leaders.
Hey, Carlos, do your impression of Darth Vader.
Luke, I'm your father. Pew pew pew.
By the way, something else that Russ doesn't like on his show that he's been very clear about.
Carlos Navarro?
Yes.
Sorry. What happened?
Doesn't like any morning show, any morning zoo show. He doesn't like them talking about politics. He wants, Russ wants the show to be just fun.
I like to pride myself on being a lot like Johnny Carson,
There you go.
one of the great classic entertainers. You don't talk politics. I'm old school, kid. Stick with me. You'll be in two markets too someday. I've got Orlando and I've got replays in Tampa at night. Some great stuff there.
After Bubba the Love Sponge, who doesn't get any ratings now.
Yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge broadcasts from something that looks like the fucking Diamond City radio station in Fallout. It's just an old, what's the Jetstream trailer? It's an old Jetstream trailer with just an old antenna on top of it.
it's not easy.
No,
It's not easy.
Look at this.
So this,
God.
sexy girl used to date
Yeah, she
Russ.
used to play bass for the Smashing Pumpkins.
No,
I know,
that's different. She used to date Russ.
When they're going at the fiber of your being.
By the way, do you understand that nobody's going into the fiber of your being? This is called shitposting, stupid.
Yeah.
Welcome to the internet.
Yeah, we just show up, you knock your shit over, and we call you a faggot. And
Yeah.
we just, like, do you understand now? Like, I had to grow up and learn later in life that the guys that would beat me up and call me a fucking nerd and, like, dump my books out in the hallway, like, it was nothing personal for them. I took it personally. I went home and carried that with me for many years. But you grow up and you learn that to them, it was just a fleeting moment of hilarity where you're like, watch this. Stupid nerd. Dump his books out. You're dumb.
Filipino Shay says her arms look like a tattoo sample board in a tattoo parlor.
In a bad one, though.
Yeah.
They're going at the fiber of your being. It's not easy. But I tell you this.
His legs kicking, too. He's so riled up.
I want to point something out. We've done 45 minutes on this, and this has only been 5 minutes of audio. I want to point.
Mocking him.
This is too much fun. Okay.
What's worse is going at them. And then what happens, right? Then you're going back and forth. And I want you to relate this not on this level because I work in entertainment and I've done a lot of things. And I've said a lot of things that will piss off a lot of
Hey,
people.
Carlos, I might be a hater. But I'm a hater whose windsock isn't fucking zip tied to the microphone. You see this? On, off, off, on, off. You fucking faggot. You a massive faggot.
That's great. Oh, fuck.
I'm no angel. Not Rivera, not just like in general.
When I'm no angel. Did you do that for fucking Red Dead 2? When I'm no angel.
Russ thinks you are.
At times we are confused, Angel. That is true. But I know I've said things to piss people off. I know I have my views. I get that. But when the hate comes and it's
I
just
hated
unbridled,
this guy before politics. I hated him before he went, by the way, I'm a real big lefty. I was
Oh, yeah. Now you have to hate
God,
him.
now I'm going to take so much more pleasure in
Yep.
this.
yes, you have to be strong. And I say this to you. Somebody's waking up this morning right now reading one little message on their post where they misread somebody's meaning, intention. And they're right now at work going like this, like, why did my aunt say that? Why did she do that?
It's a great bit.
And we're
And, you know, some people are going on.
He thinks he's profound. That's really
exactly
what really bugs me about Carlos. Like, all his videos are like all about, man, he is an Aziz Ansari character. You're a dumb 40-year-old wigger who lives beyond his means on his $35,000 a year one market radio salary, and you think everything's all about, man, put it on your fucking dream board, bro, and it'll come true, and you'll get a house. Shut up. Enough of you.
You live by the airport. And you know what you can't
Castleberry.
yeah.
I love saying.
You know what you can't
Castleberry.
back and forth with us because you're not funny enough. You're not good enough. You're not quick enough. You're sitting there in just this. You know what you are? You know what Monsters in the Morning is for any entertainer? It's purgatory. You know what I mean? Like, you're stuck there. You're never going to have a big break.
Like, I'm broke too. Mm-hmm. I have complete freedom though.
True.
I can move in an upward trajectory. I can move in a downward one. It's all up to me. But what I can't get is somebody who walks in and goes, "You're fired. You're out of here. Leave. Go." And then you have to go and apply for jobs in fuck. And then with radio, it's like, ugh, that's a rough one because it's a tough one, man.
Well, actually, I meant to tell you, I put our entire ROTC corporation under the dog so they couldn't come after us.
Oh.
So technically, Yuki can fire you. Trust me, it'll work out tax season.
Dog loves me. I'm never getting fired. No.
You're not getting fired.
And then
that's
next thing
great
you know,
because now I'm just going to get share increases for treats.
Hey, no bribing. Don't bribe the fucking CEO of the company.
That's between you and the CEO, then. You just had your little deal. I'm going to have mine. Who wants belly rubs? Sign this real quick, though.
Fine, Mike, but this is the last time.
It's fine. Yeah, just rub your belly.
it's lunchtime. And I'm still thinking about Aunt Becky, who made the comment about the Trump post.
You are now, this is 8:50 in the morning. You are now doing the very thing you're saying you're not doing. You're talking about us.
He's in so much trouble. I don't even know if
I
knows
know.
he's in trouble.
I know.
His wife's going to give him shit. She's going to give him shit because she's going to go, "You're doing the same thing you yelled at me
exactly
on a stream the other night, telling me, oh, don't acknowledge these people," and then you go to work and acknowledge these people. Like, this affects all of us. Oh yeah, they're Carlos making.
You mean there's not going to be a Megalo show for a little bit?
Oh fuck!
That I haven't
there will
talked
be, but
to
there'll be
in
extra wine
in plastic containers.
10 years, and when I do talk to her, we say hello at the sandwich table. We allow ourselves to really drag ourselves down. I could have really dragged myself down this morning. I could have really dragged down the show. I hope this doesn't sound like I'm dragging. I hope this sounds like it's a message that when you are going through the most negative aspects of your life, you have to be strong. This is definitely not the most negative aspect of my life.
You've been talking about it.
I'm really happy with how this turned out. I knew this would be him.
Yeah.
Mealy-mouthed and just yelling about us, but I didn't realize it was going to be him insisting over and over again that he's not doing what he's doing. That's my favorite part.
In a top 20 market radio, like morning show, that makes it worse, right?
Let me tell you something. I have worked in a top 25 market, but it was number 25.
But it counts.
But it counts.
South Carolina?
Well, no. Here's the thing. North Carolina, the reason why it's a top 25 market is because it's New Bern, Jacksonville, Greenville. Like they combine. Such
yeah.
And they have such high-powered transmitters.
I
that just
gotcha.
do the whole 4 counties. So we get a lot of people on our thing. I would have never brought this in to work. I would have never assumed that the station's built-in radio audience that I'm being paid to entertain gives any bit of a shit about my YouTube beefs. And if I did want to prod, even if you will, my audience into getting involved in a YouTube beef, I certainly would find a more clever way to get them energized about the idea. Not just come on and, as they say on OSW, start having a moan, giving out about everybody fucking being mean to my wife.
No.
I've been bankrupt. I've been in jail. I've lost my family. I've lost jobs.
Whoa. Did you see that little slip? He lost his family? What does that mean?
Sounds like it's a message that when you are going through the most negative aspects of your life, you have to be strong. This is definitely not the most negative aspect of my life.
No.
I've been bankrupt. I've been in jail. I've lost my family. I've lost jobs.
What does it mean?
That's a weird,
Do you think his family doesn't like him? He doesn't think. I don't think he meant I don't think he meant a wife and kids.
No, yeah, you're
I think
right.
He means
like
I
family.
think he's just hated by his family.
He's been bankrupt.
He's Cuban, right?
Maybe. I doubt it, though. No, Carlos, he might be Puerto Rican if it's Orlando. I mean, again, somebody will look at him. Somebody tell me what he... Well, how do you find him? He's not important enough to find. There's a Wikipedia of him.
It's true. I just wonder, because maybe his family's conservative?
Okay, that would actually make sense. You know what? You might be 100% right.
Because you guys underestimate... Every fucking election, people always go,
These spics are just going to vote all Democrat.
and then every year people are like, oh, shit, it's about 51-49.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize. It's just they're still every year. These goddamn Mexicans and beaners and these Cubans are gonna. Oh no, you know what? Sorry, about 52% conservative. Never mind. We're always shocked.
He's Cuban and Peruvian.
So he's probably got family that's
The Cuban part of this family.
and the Peruvian part was probably part of fucking what's his face's regime.
Yeah, Royce is still hesitant to try to claim this guy as a Cuban, that he tries to frame him as being a PR. Hey, you know what, man? I don't want him. He only half of him, though. This guy's this is guy.
I still think he's part Jewish.
You think so?
Yeah, he's got a very weird look to him.
I've lost credibility. I've been through it all,
He lost credibility.
dog. So words on a YouTube ain't gonna do it to me.
An hour
So why
and
did
15 minutes.
Yeah, why'd you spend all that time deleting?
An hour and 15 minutes, Carlos.
Words don't bother me on YouTube, which is why you can find so many comments criticizing us.
We don't delete. I don't delete any comments.
Those words bothered you. You had to spend all your time deleting and blocking them.
Yeah, they did bother you.
I wouldn't spend that much time on. Wouldn't spend that much time on things I care about, much less some things that don't even faze me. Imagine spending an hour and 15 minutes trying to block Carlos Navarro out of your life.
No,
imagine him mattering.
No, I would never. I'd be laughing. You know what I would be doing? I would be screenshotting him and posting him going, look at this asshole. That's what I don't care.
Fucking
Well,
haters.
you got to be real careful about tempting fate.
I'm not
too.
tempting fate. I'm not tempting fate. I'm thanking the
Like
haters.
when you say I've been through.
Even she, by the way, even this woman who looks like they dragged $1 through a trailer park and she fucking pumped out.
She looks like one of those bartenders that only knows how to work in beer and wine bars.
You're right. She can't do mixed drinks.
She doesn't know how to make.
She only knows how to do click, and every time she gives you a beer from the draft, it has this much head on it.
8 inches of foam.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like the kind of woman who works at a bar where you can smoke in it, and also there's video poker.
She looks like she has C-section scars, but no kids.
Oh man, what a sad story there would be behind that. Oh my God, imagine having that. We'd have cut the baby out, but they immediately died.
Yeah.
You'd
Through
immediately.
it all, the power of the jinx would be like, oh, you thought so, but
No.
A C-section scar, and no kid is. Holy shit, is a funny visual.
Anyway, sorry.
No. It's not an outright. I'm like the Titanic can never sink. It's not an outright that. It's not like. It's more of a. It's more of a whatever it is that next thing may be.
Yeah.
I'm prepared for it.
Okay.
More so.
You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of that line in Forrest Gump. She tastes like cigarettes, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So I hope this message of positivity in tough times.
Positivity.
What positivity, Carlos?
There's been no positivity.
There's been no positivity, Carlos.
He is going to get fucking reamed out over this break.
With somebody out there. I know somebody's going through a tough time right now. I know they want to jump in somebody.
Stop punching
I know
your hand. No, it's radio. It's an audio based.
Medium? Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to write their boss. I know they want to talk about this. Just remember, when you stoop down, it never does any good. It never
did me
does
a lot
any
of
good.
I laughed so
Yeah,
hard
it was
last
really fun.
And now we just killed an hour of our Friday show.
The whole first
we didn't
hour.
have to do any prep. I did our prep for the show last night by just leaving a couple of mean
That's
comments
it.
about AIDS and cocaine.
And now we're making fun of you more.
Imagine if I was still in here right back, people, blah, 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 blah. I'd be here all day.
You know what the next
You know-
phase is, right? The next phase is divide and conquer.
Oh, trust me. Western Echo actually has been pointing out. It goes, if you really praise one of them and say the other one's holding them down, that might cause some.
I think we need to start pointing out, hey, that's why Homie's getting his own show.
Jim. I think his name is Jim.
'Cause
Jim.
He's obviously shooting past you because he's carrying that show.
Correct. Yeah, he's getting his own show, midday show, which is weird considering this guy has, Carlos has tenure.
And when I was down in the dumps, when I had nothing, guess what?
You still live by the airport?
But I think this is like what Sam Hyde said in that interview with Porcelain that you can check out on Porcelain's channel.
Good live read.
Yeah, Porcelain.
I like that.
Awesome.
Spell with a...
Sam Hyde compared Brett Gelman to Rich Voss. But this is the same thing. Carlos Navarro is in that Brett Gelman, Rich Voss category of like, you're just around because you were willing to work all the shitty shifts and do all the shitty work and work for shitty money. You're not around because you're so fucking talented. They ran all the talented guys out of the business. You're just around because you'll do anything for a check, and they like that about you.
You're right.
They like that you'll show up. You'll stay there and do
your wacky, do your voices for the commercials.
for no extra pay. They love that about you.
One hater.
Yeah.
There wasn't, when I was down in the dumps, had nothing.
Oh, no, it's, yeah.
It was weird. It was like, woohoo.
Sloth Guy! He's the one getting his own show.
I like Sloth Guy, though.
You like Sloth Guy?
Yeah, I don't mind Sloth Guy.
Hey, he's all right, I guess. That's probably why he's getting his own show.
Woo. Yeah, I had my wife.
So, I mean, he reminds me of Travis a little bit in
little
that, like, he's the guy that's just so low-key, and he doesn't instigate anybody or really get involved in anybody's shit, and he's just quietly working there.
Wait till yours King of Denmark bit.
I had my family.
Yeah.
But the hater, I was like, why aren't y'all hating on me?
Yeah.
Because you're not doing anything great.
His facials are disturbing,
He
right?
really has a hard face to look at. He really
Like, I
does.
make weird faces, but this man, it's
Yeah.
like always, he's always making disturbing faces. Imagine Megan has to look at that face coming.
No.
Here.
Oh, really?
I'm not going to hate on you if you ain't doing that.
By the way, she's blown, in my opinion, believe she looks like someone who's blown everybody in that studio. At least once.
Nothing anyways.
Oh, that's how it works. So if you got some haters in your life, congratulations. You've reached a level of success.
Yep.
Well, then if that's the case, Mike and I are fucking the presidents of space. Like,
It's true.
if we're judging by that, if that's the metric.
You've reached a level that, sadly, somebody else takes their precious time and mental energy and directs it to you.
Like you took your precious time and Central Florida's time this morning.
And yeah, a time on a show that's not even yours.
It's not even
You're
your
gonna
show,
get
dude.
So yelled at today. It's really funny.
And my proof is, you can see behind all my apps here.
Okay, this is towards the end of the thing.
I needed to show this to the YouTube. See that family? My wife.
Oh, I didn't know he was on Twitter.
Apparently he is.
He really is he really is a Aziz Ansari character. Like, he's just that guy.
Does he have some funny jokes on Twitter?
He's got videos and stuff.
Are they good?
I mean, I'm just saying, because, nobody's going to really, he's got all of us blocked now and stuff. But if people did want to just say hello, tell them, hey, look, man, we loved your stuff about today about the haters. Don't let the haters hate.
Oh, there it is.
To the top, Carlos. He's working on it. He's still working on getting there.
Sorry, it's taking a while to load. This must be one of the backup servers. He's verified? My biggest Dollar Tree haul out. Okay. I know you aren't supposed to post your ballot, but screw it. Come get your... Okay, pizza. Oh, my God. Wow, this is embarrassing. All right, anyway. Well, let's finish this off, then we go to break.
No, I can't see it.
I don't want to show it all the way.
Oh.
That's all I care about. That's all. At the end of the day, dog, I'm good here. I'm good.
Stop talking hood, bro. Doesn't that bother you? That he's talking like he's from the hood? Shut up, stupid.
He's been to prison, bro.
Has he? Being in Polk County lockup doesn't mean you were in prison.
I think everybody...
Good.
By the way, Carlos, we both, I'm looking at it right now, we both joined Twitter in right around the end of 2008.
Okay.
Him in December, me in September. I have more followers than you.
But he's verified.
Yeah, but does that mean anything?
Probably Jewish.
Yeah, that's all that means. All that means is that you and a bunch of your fucking other midday radio buddies had friends that worked at one of these marketing PR firms that probably handles a lot of sales contracts and stuff to these
An entire firm run by Puerto Ricans?
I know. They probably didn't get much done,
No.
but they handed out blue check marks. No, but yeah, these PR firms could get you blue check marks back in the day, and I bet you called, can you help me out?
Yeah.
They got one for Russ. You know what I mean? It's one of those. Hey, Russ, give me one too, man.
has that peace of mind, whether it's your friends, whether it's your daughter, whether it's your wife, whether it's your boyfriend, girlfriend. If you have people that love you, really, really appreciate them. Really, really, really appreciate them. Jeff, I know you're not in the best of situations right now, and you're going through it, and
so Carlos edited a video, right, where he pretends to arm wrestle Hulk Hogan. He edits footage of Hulk Hogan getting ready to arm wrestle someone, and then edits him in between the shots, they're about to arm wrestle. It's really terrible.
Is it good?
And you really missed a great opportunity, Carlos, to drop an N-bomb. You don't know comedy.
No, you really don't.
The whole bit, that whole bit should have been, if I had done it, it would have been me and the Hulkster getting ready to link up, and it keeps cutting back and forth, and we're trash talking, and then it gets to us arm wrestling, and then it shows
To an arm wrestling
it
contest.
shows him beating me, and then I go, "Oh man, you fucking N-word!" Really loud at Hulk Hogan.
That would have been hilarious.
Funny, and people would have laughed.
So is this the video?
Yeah, brother.
Hey, what's up, Hogan? Hey, what's up, brother? I want to challenge you to an arm wrestling contest.
Amigo, I'm gonna bend your arm so far, it's gonna make your head twist back around, and your hat'll be on the right way, brother. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, shit.
I guess he really did arm. I guess he was there for something at the station.
This guy's the one that's going to beat us up, by the way.
By the way, everybody who lives in Florida can film something with Hulk Hogan. He'll do anything for an 8-ball, brother. Or the gimmicks, as he used to call them. The gimmicks.
And I hope. I mean, hearing this, does it make you feel any way, or?
Yeah, well, I know some things.
Yeah, not with this. Totally
fact,
different
one
thing.
of the,
Not Black Friday. I can't.
One of the drug things that I used to say was based on something that allegedly Hulk Hogan used to really say back in the WCW days, which is, "What's the diz on the biz, brother?" He used to say that. What's the diz on the biz?
Really?
So me and my buddy, remember Billy? I used to tell you about Billy, the wrestler guy that knew all these dudes back in the day. It's like me, Billy, and like this other dude. We would always do coke at work. Or like we'd eat Percocets. And I swear to God, every time one of us would ask the other one for drugs, we'd come over and go, "Hey, brother, what's the diz on the biz?" Sorry.
Well, let's finish it off and go to break.
I shouldn't hold up my knife and say lawsuit.
I gotta go.
But I will tell you exactly what I'm talking about when we get back right here on the Monsters.
Now, it's important to know that when you went to break, watch.
What is it?
A satanic lawsuit against the show. Like,
Is there a satanic lawsuit?
They're suing the show Sabrina. The Satanists are suing the show Sabrina for whatever. Like,
Wait, what show? What show?
a new show that's a satanic show.
Oh.
Anyway, have you had enough of him for
Is
today?
he just a guy that just shares clickbaity things and doesn't look into them at all?
Of course he does. He's a fucking loser.
I love that he dedicated so much time to us today.
Hey, Carlos, let me give
On
you
somebody else's show.
Let me give you a motivational speech here, Carlos. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little motivational speech. All right. When I wake up in the morning, I don't think about you. You get that, right? The only time I think about you is when I'm like, man, I'm low on prep. You know what?
That's all I did
Let's fuck with this idiot. You get that, right, Carlos? And guess what? Either shit or get off the pot. Stop saying the old you was going to come over here and give us a knuckle sandwich. You're an adult. You have a kid. Stop. Either fire back or don't or ignore us. But you understand he's in this weird place where he's acknowledging it that it's happening, but also saying it doesn't bother me. You know, it's kind of like fighting with a chick. It's like fighting with a chick, you know? It's like, no, it doesn't bother me. Then why aren't you talking to me? So, Carlos, I sure hope that right now,
so much fun.
You're not going back and forth with Russ on text messages.
Fucking haters, dude. Yo, he's in trouble. He's definitely in trouble.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not. I know what it's like to work in that corporate shitty radio. He's in trouble today. They're going to talk to him about that break. Well, let's say he's in big trouble, but they're going to go do what's wrong with
Well, yeah, exactly. All right. We need to go to break. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate is how you help us out. We will be back in 5 minutes with the last hour of Revenge of the Sys for the week. Stay where you are.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sys. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sys, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am a thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
And now a woman who knows about shaming firsthand, supermodel Gigi Hadid.
All right, everyone enjoying themselves? How's that filet mignon?
Go ahead.
You know, we're all here for a really important reason. Because everyone
Randy, we've got a problem.
What?
Reality's here. He's trying to crash the party. Reality? Who let him in? Shit! Ooh, nice wine, huh? What do you think of that? You know what I think of your pretty flowers? There you go. How do you like that?
All right, buddy, let's go.
I shit on all of you.
Seagal?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Give me that, you stupid bitch. What a lovely charity event. I suppose you're all feeling pretty good about yourselves, hmm? What have you done? You've raised $300 by spending $500,000 on filet mignon and crystal glasses. Look at you, Vin dipshit. You say fat shaming is wrong, so in response you show off your abs. You're the one fat shaming, idiot! What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. We eat too much. We take our spoiled life for granted. Feel a little bad about it sometimes. No. You want to put all your shit up on the internet and have every single person say, hooray for you. Fuck you. You're all pricks.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. Wow, you guys are not being nice.
How did we overlook his? We did find his arrest, by the way.
Okay, can you send it to me?
2006, when he was. This is why he was fired.
Oh, he was fired because of this?
This was March 22nd, 2006. Police in Orlando report that shortly before midnight Friday, March 17th, 2006, morning radio host Drew Garabo, Drew from Tampa, Drew Garabo, was attacked by one of the personalities from Monsters in the Morning. Black Bean was Navarro's old nickname, Black Bean.
He attacked him?
Yeah, I guess he broke his nose. Fought him at something.
For what?
It was at a live remote. I swear to God, this is the trashiest radio, one market radio war shit ever.
Is this his mugshot?
That's supposedly him. Yeah, he was arrested and charged, and I guess that's when he got fired. I'm just. So maybe he's a tough guy after a tough guy beating up radio jocks. It's not exactly a tough guy. You beat up Drew Garabo. That's why you got in trouble. That's why you got arrested for beating up Drew Garabo.
I wonder what happened. Now I'm so curious.
You understand Drew Garabo? Drew on the radio on Twitter. He's not exactly Brock Lesnar. And it sounds like you sucker punched him. It says Navarro was charged with simple battery.
That's Drew Garabo.
Yeah, Drew Garabo's a joke. Navarro was charged with simple battery after he allegedly rushed the stage at an event and punched Garabo, breaking his nose. So he jumped on stage and sucker punched somebody. Is that tough guy? Tough guy. I don't sucker punch people, dude.
Dude, he really does have. He lost his job for fighting. How dare you talk down to anybody? And he was gone for a while.
Well, you can't go around punching people unprovoked.
Old Carlos, a.k.a. Black Bean. Wow.
Yeah, credits to fucking Juice Gurdue fucking
crushing it.
Dug that up.
Yeah. All right. You want to move on? You want to move on to something else?
Sure.
Okay. You ever hear about this movie from the 70s called Fritz the Cat?
I think so.
Okay. Well, there's a little scene in it that I think you might want to. This is what being an SJW was considered back then. Okay. So there's an animated cartoon for adults. This is for real.
I've read everything James Baldwin's written. He has a true sense of the problems of black people.
I worked for Head Start for free last summer. Black kids are so much groovier.
I went to a couple of Black Panther meetings. The time for nonviolent revolution is past. More power to the people.
I'm taking a course in African studies at school. I had no idea you people were so civilized. Do you know that property values actually go up when a black family moves in?
That's not true.
Freud didn't write for the black man.
Why does a great actor like James Earl Jones always have to play black men?
Don't you hate it when people say colored or Negro and not black? Black is beautiful.
It's so great that black people are wearing their hair natural, not emulating the image of beauty that white people try to inflict upon them.
I had a black girl.
This is from 1972, by the way.
So you guys have just been trying hard for a long time.
Yeah. Apparently the crows in this world are black.
I had a black girlfriend once who said that Jewish people were the closest to black people. I'm Jewish, you know.
They do pull that shit a lot. They pull that shit a lot. They're white when it suits them. They're black when it suits them. They're Jewish when it suits them.
I ain't no jive-ass black nigger, honey. Who you think I am, Geraldine?
What the fuck?
Is that what you expected? Because that's not what I expected.
That's amazing.
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck was that about?
I don't know, but I guess he's some sort of gay black crow?
I'm Jewish, you know.
I ain't no jive-ass black nigger, honey. Who you think I am, Geraldine?
I love the shocked children.
All right, sorry. I thought you would appreciate that one. All right, 1 through 3.
17.
I don't have that many.
All right, 2.
All right, fine. Our Megan sent us this, so you could blame her.
Hello. Hello, bud. Hello, pretty boy.
Hi, sweetie.
Easy, easy. Cool. Please do come visit.
What is it about?
Hey, baby. Hello,
So it's
pretty
people
boy.
with a horse.
Hello.
Wow. Now this is a rush. Ah, yes.
See, now I'm bugged by the title. I wouldn't be bothered by the people, except that I already saw the title of this video.
That will.
Which kind of ruins it.
Piece of ecstasy. This is the most incredible turn on when an approach like this.
His incredible turn on.
What?
When the horses approach, it's a turn on.
Look, don't get me wrong. Horses are beautiful, graceful creatures.
Oh, so you want to fuck horses?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was actually making the exact opposite point. They are very majestic creatures. When you see one and you're like, whoa, a horsey.
Old Carlos would have fucked a horse.
Never wanted to fuck a horse.
Old Carlos would have. Black Bean would have.
I want to pet a horse every time I see one. I go, oh, I'll go pet the horsey.
Most incredible turn on.
They do look really cute and dopey.
Yeah, the horses are great.
JRH NBR. Just the right height. No bucket is required.
What?
No buckets required. Oh,
no! I don't want to know. I don't want to know what this.
No buckets required. What he means is, Mike, you didn't get it. Is because
I got it.
He doesn't have to stand on a bucket
to fuck the horse.
To fuck the horse.
Yeah, I got it.
I happen to have a pony mare that is JRH NBR. And that's really nice because you're not trying to do a balancing act standing on something.
When you fuck a horse, it's about comfort.
Is this legal?
I don't know, Mike.
At that
Also,
moment,
this is old. This isn't new.
No, this is not new. So this guy's probably still fucking horses.
Thing.
Oh, it gets
at
better.
that moment of orgasm, for lack of a better word, the two souls actually merge.
It's not a
and
lack
touch.
of a better word. It's the word for it.
Yeah, but it's two souls merging. You can hear by the Indian pan flute.
Horses don't have a soul, sir.
They do have a vagina, Mike.
Two souls actually merge and touch, albeit for a brief instant. And it's humbling. And yet it is.
You know what it is? It's because this kind of weird, creepy game doesn't work on women, so you have to fuck horses.
You have to fuck horses. Yeah.
No woman wants to hear a man talk about their souls being intertwined. No woman ever wants to hear that.
And
they
yet
think they do. They'll say they do. Oh,
But
what
they
a man
don't.
who's sensitive. But the moment as a man you go, it's like our souls were intertwined. The girl will go, my pussy will never get wet for you again. I didn't know until after you actually verbalized it. And now I think you're a homosexual.
It's so intense. It's rejuvenating.
So fucking edits. Did Vic Berger make this video?
I wish.
Mares do orgasm. Yes, they do. Call them maregasms.
I can't.
They call them maregasms because it's a mare orgasming. Zen Rhino says he kind of sounds like Jesse Ventura. He does a little bit.
I wish that this was not.
But look how sexy that horse is.
I wish that this was not. Like, this is now commonplace anyway on with the furries.
Yep.
And the zoophilias.
Yeah, but he cuts the whole middleman and he goes straight to the horse's vagina.
Mares do orgasm. Yes, they do. Call them maregasms. And when a mare
I mean, when you think about it, you have a choice. You can go to the glue factory or be fucked to death by a former governor.
I'll choose the glue.
It's a real Sophie's choice.
Orgasms, a lot of times, well, they will, you can feel their muscles tense up and they kind of oomph, for lack of a better word.
We really got to listen to this nigga.
Oh, you haven't met his wife yet.
Megan? Megan's dead to me.
You haven't even met his wife yet.
Of course, that's
Laurie and Michael were both sexually active with animals when they married.
So at least they knew what they were getting into. Mostly dogs.
Why? Why did we let this happen? Like, why did we let the media do this to us? Because the media went around even in the 90s and the 80s and covered things like this and, like, put it in people's brains. Like, there shouldn't be journalists going, we're just going to go cover this man who fucks a horse. No, you go, sir, we'd like to do a story about your fucking of horses. And you go, I do like to fuck horses. And then they call the authorities and go, this man fucks horses.
Fuck horses, yeah. TJM in the chat says, lowered expectations.
With the arrival of children, they agreed to give up their animal passions. But
guess what?
After a few years, Michael found this too difficult.
This music.
It's weird.
When you wake up in the middle of the night.
That's his wife. That's his wife.
She looks like the same broad that was bouncing on Supermarket Sweep.
And your husband's not there. The barn is rather close to the house. You know,
No, I don't know because I don't live in a world where my friends fuck horses.
No reason.
Yeah, like if I were a woman and I woke up in the middle of the night and there was a barn near our house and my husband wasn't there, I'd be like, gee, I hope he's not like at a whorehouse or a strip club or something worse.
Like fucking a horse?
It doesn't enter your mind.
And okay, why is he out there? And
I gotta feed him hay at fucking 3:30 in the morning while I'm drunk.
You come back super sweaty, just really, really sweaty.
The fucking horses were hungry. What do you want from me? You want them starved to death?
Why are you out of breath?
Wife usually knows.
I wasn't aware that my wife was aware that I had reestablished my intimate relationship with my mare.
That sounds like a good marriage.
I don't like that fucking the most deplorable, disgusting human beings use like nice sounding words to get through sentences. Like you hear the way he just mealy mouths through that.
Yeah.
Like, I hate people like that.
It was just I was trying at that time to be true to myself and the loved ones in my life.
By fucking a horse. This is.
It's not beautiful when you say it that way, Mike.
This is. I feel like all the people, like if you could round up everybody and interview them, and they all did weird shit like this, and anybody who does weird shit like this, and you can interview them and get them to start rationalizing like this, you should be allowed to just put a bullet in them. There are some people that are beyond hope, beyond reproach. They're never gonna, you know what I mean? They don't feel any shame. They're always just gonna use word salads, and at the end of the day, they can't just say, "I like fucking a horse."
Sometimes juggling those things is no small task.
Like I wouldn't even hate this man if he just went, "Nigga, I like to fuck my horse. What's up?"
All right. Have fun. I
like
guess.
that. But when you're like, I was unaware that my wife had been made aware that I'd reestablished a relationship with my mare.
Sounds like a Will Ferrell
It's
character.
a real roundabout way to say you're fucking a horse, dog. Right? Like that's.
Oh, poor horses.
It was a very difficult
Hey,
situation.
Merce, where did you go earlier? Well, I went on a journey that was quite arduous. When I arrived at my destination, I prepared a package of Doritos and beers and things of that
Oh, she went to the gas station.
and assorted sundries. And then I established contact with the supply line back to the house.
So you took an Uber to Wawa?
So you went to beer? You went to get beer?
It's like, fine, you want to be with her, then be with her. So I would get resentful and remove myself.
You're fucking fighting with your husband over a horse. Did you ever, like, imagine being at that place in your life?
This new season of BoJack Horseman's weird.
At least she's dressed like generic 90s rock song. Everyone wearing flannel.
Out of the, the triangle.
Come on, get out of the stickers. Come on.
Because of the sexual tension and the secrecy, I wanted him to tell me. And so he started to pour all this out of the pain that he had gone through. And,
He was molested by a horse when he was younger.
all right.
So
Well,
a
that
lot of
makes
this
sense.
is him just trying to retake control from his prior victimizers, predators. if you
Sarah Jessica Parker molested him when he was a kid, and ever since he's never been able to recover.
Oh, that was Corey Haim.
Oh, you're right.
Look,
Sorry.
He became very honest. He told me about all the relationships. He really, for the first time,
Jusker says Horseback Mountain.
expressed how deeply he felt and how much his love was for horses.
All right, well, since you're all about
Mike?
allowing people to pursue the things they love, what about me being allowed to pursue my love?
Of what? What do you love?
Gassing people like you.
No, that's different though. Because that's not fun for them.
I don't think this is fun for the horse.
Michael and Laurie agreed to bring back Michael's mares into their relationship.
And she says, well, I got to come out and watch. And I went, oh. And I discovered
So she's got to go out and watch him fuck the horse.
discovered that in that respect, with the proper people, I'm not ashamed of that also. I was a bit intimidated because knowing how emotional my wife can be about some things.
Look, his wife is unreasonable, okay? She's not a reasonable person.
These people need to be gassed.
His wife...
How come every time there's a gas leak, right, and a whole family dies, it's always some, like, local cop and his teacher wife and their lovely kids? You know what I mean? It's never the horse fuckers. It's, you know, it's never the... They never have a massive gas leak and find an apartment building where miraculously nobody was in it except for one guy, and that one guy happened to be building an arsenal of bombs that was going to just blow up Manhattan. You know, it's always a gas leak. It kills a school teacher and her foster children. It's never horse fucker.
And he has a really nice house for somebody who fucks a horse.
Of course. They always have like a weird, it's like the serial killer guys. They're always murdering these truck stop hookers, but then they put them they bury them on this like 20 acres of beautiful lakeside property that their family had gave to them. It's always some weird shit like that. You're like, God damn, you lucky fuck. If I had 20 acres near a lake, my life would be vastly different than you serial killer, truck stop
Maybe
hooker
if you
killer.
had 20 acres, you'd be fucking horses, though.
I doubt it. Why? You don't need 20 acres to fuck a horse.
Maybe it helps.
We live in Florida.
You're right. It's a good point.
I'm sure I could arrange horse fucking easily. We live right next to Pasco County. I'm
You're right.
pretty sure you just go there and go, look, I'm not even saying I'm just going to give you $100 and you're going to like not be around.
Oh, you're looking to fuck the horse? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no, horse fucking.
Yeah, it's fine here.
It's usually $125, but for a new customer, I'll say, yeah.
Do you have a Groupon? Because if you have a Groupon, you get a free shirt. I came to Todd's farm and all I did was fuck a horse.
It's like going to an Asian jerk-off joint to get them to reduce the price. You got to do the fake walkout. Of course. You always got to do the fake walkout.
I guess I'll leave.
Because there's like always 90 Asian massage joints advertising the deal, so you always pick the lowest deal in the area, and then you use the all Asians look alike thing. You just go into any other place and go, yeah, it says 40 for an hour, and they're like, oh no, it's 60 for an hour, and you go, all right, I guess I'll go find the place that advertised this. And they're like, whoa, hang on there, buddy.
Yeah, just don't go anywhere.
You do that with the horse fucking too. You're like, look, 125. They said 100 on the phone.
At least you're getting a deal when you're fucking a horse.
She better have a maregasm, or what fucking is the deal?
I thought, oh gosh, if she loses it during this can get ugly. But the neat thing was,
you want your horse fucking sesh is to get ugly, you know. You
wouldn't want to think you're a weirdo.
You don't want your horse fucking sesh to turn ugly.
She came out and watched, and it was another opportunity to bring us all closer.
This is the kind of guy that would still have a problem with a black guy dating his daughter.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, Dad, you fuck the horse.
And it's kind of interesting. She says, well, can't have any other women. And I'm going, well, I don't have an issue with that. Because women can make awesome friends. I enjoy speaking and visiting with women.
Oh, I bet I bet he gives everyone the creeps.
Oh, yeah.
Just the way he talks. He's just one of those weirdos. He talks like every person you'll meet at a nudist colony. Right?
Exactly.
Over enunciating words and seeming like everything is just perfectly normal. You're an old paunchy person.
I can see your balls.
Dick is out. Yeah, come on.
Overall, you stand a pretty woman and a pretty mare, I'll take the mare.
I'll take the girl.
Wait, Mike.
Or I don't know. I'll take neither if maybe there's an Xbox in the equation or
this
motorcycle.
This segment has been brought to us by our new sponsor, Beer Water. It's beer for horses.
Oh.
And now a word from our sponsor, Beer Water.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him party. Unless you have beer water. Beer water. Quench your sober.
See, even that guy can find sponsors.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for him.
It's really nice, right? Oh, fuck. I'm really trying to see if we can get through this whole show without doing politics for one day. That's my goal.
I do want to get through this whole thing.
I really would like to get through this.
I do want to say this, too. What I don't ever want to talk about is the haters.
You don't want to talk about the haters?
No, man. These haters, they come here all the time, and they attack me. They attack my wife. I mean, I spent all day today deleting comments from these haters, but we're not going to talk about them. The last thing I'm going to do is give them any ounce of space in my mind.
But you're doing it right now. Says you.
Right now. Shut up, ugly fat tattoo
You want to
girl.
get Drew Garabo'd? Is that what you want?
Drew Garabo. And this nigga's name was Black Bean.
Mm-hmm. Black Bean.
Do you think he's doing a lot of Hispanic characters?
It's a Cuban thing because black beans and rice, like black bean.
Oh, cool.
You get it?
Yeah, you should just always name yourself after foods. Like I'm potato guy.
So he got fired for punching Drew Garabo.
That's what it appears.
And you want to bet, and Mike, I've already pieced it together. You want to bet that the reason he stopped drinking was because he was hammered when he punched Drew Garabo, and there was some sort of ultimatum where it was like, you can't drink anymore because look what you do when you drink. I guarantee you that's what happened.
I bet you he misses it.
Every day. Every day. All right.
You miss it, Carlos?
Sip. It's good.
Taste of freedom.
Don't go punch anybody. Disneyland employees are facing homelessness working at the happiest place on earth.
That can't be possible. This cannot be possible.
So I love this piece very much.
Disneyland is supposed to be the happiest place on earth.
Oh, Disneyland.
Land, California.
Now I believe it. Okay, I thought
California.
you were saying Disney World. I was like, nigga, rent here is like $500 a month, and they pay pretty good at Disney.
Exactly what I was going to say.
I saw Anaheim and Disneyland. Now I'm going, oh, yeah, it's probably impossible.
And by the way,
probably impossible to
The
survive.
thing is, you have to understand, Disney pays the same amount in California as it would in Florida, but if you live in Florida...
That's why I was wondering, like, why are these Disney World employees complaining? I wasn't worried about Disney as a whole. It was more just Florida. But now,
Right.
California, oh boy.
Dave Martell says Royce looks like a Carlito's Way extra. Shut up.
It's Benny Blanco.
The people
from
who
the
work
Bronx.
there, it's not so simple.
Maybe they'd make more money in California if they weren't always marching. Like every day there's a fucking march. The reason you can't make money there is not because I guarantee you this is going to go on to blame Disney.
The problem is too is all the people that pay that protest for pay increases are the same people that protest for all the stuff that make you require pay increases. Like you're the ones that want more taxes. You want shit needles in your streets.
Exactly. By the way, San Francisco, you saw the tax that they passed? They don't know if it's enforceable. They want to tax businesses in San Francisco on their gross, not on their net. So they want to tax them without any write-offs, and they're saying they don't know if they can enforce it.
You can't do that.
Swear
That's
to God.
not allowed.
Well, that's what they're doing now. It's a gross tax. You know, normally when you get taxes...
So that means minus like inventory costs?
Correct. So they're going to be...
What?
All the major tech companies have gone out against it. They don't know if they can enforce it because here's the problem. Normally when you pay taxes, like for a business, you go how much you've made, how much you've lost, and the net total is what you pay taxes on. Yeah.
Yeah, like a business, they don't tax you. Like you're allowed to deduct your food costs.
Yep.
From you only get taxed on profits.
Yep.
That can't be sustainable.
Nope.
The problem is that Anaheim has become one of the country's most expensive places to live, and wages haven't kept up.
Wages don't have to, but that's exactly what Mike said earlier. It's not that wages have to pick up. If you have an organization that's based in California and Florida, and the people in Florida are living a great life making that money, and you get paid the same money, you live in California, it's not up to Disney to keep up. Like, they raise the taxes, they do it to themselves, and they bitch about the corporation not paying them enough. Do you understand if you made that same money and lived in Florida, you'd be living in a fucking mansion right now?
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't have a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Workers say they know exactly where to put the blame. Disney.
It's Disney's fault.
Disney's largest employer.
We have been.
Like, I'm willing to blame Disney for things that happen in Orlando.
Of course.
Not even the state of Florida, just
Just
Orlando,
Orlando, yeah.
and Osceola, like any of the woods. Like if there were like 500 dead hookers that they found in the woods in the rural areas around Disney, that shit's on Disney. Disney's gonna get some bad PR out of it, but they're not in charge of the terrible policies of California.
contract negotiations with Disney in the past. In fact, the last negotiations included a protracted dispute of 4 years, where we held work stoppages, hunger strikes, and so we saw
hunger strikes.
Yeah, you know, I tell you this though, when I'm thinking about, by the way, shout out to Big Sarge and Dave Martell for both donating. But yeah, when I think like, man, I'm not making enough money. This is unfair. I need more income. What I usually think of, you know what'll help? Is a work stoppage.
I like that idea.
Yeah, like stop working, and then I'll make more money.
No, you'll make probably less, though, because then you're not getting paid for the hours that you're not there.
But we're bashing the fash. So
Oh, you're right. That's fine.
bashing the fash.
Cool. Can you afford food?
That's Disney's fault that I
Oh,
can't.
it's Disney's fault. Okay, got it.
Because I'm not getting enough work.
Are you stealing all the Disney chicken tenders and bringing them home? Is that what's happening?
That would be awesome.
Just
That'd be a
fucking
great racket.
an entire deep freezer of Disney
I did
chicken
that at
tenders?
Wendy's.
I did that at Burger King.
Yeah, I used to steal like fucking the entire box of chicken nuggets.
that it is very difficult to bargain with Disney, and in fact, you know, we've seen our wages depressed.
Because you know what'll happen, stupid? If Disney up and fucking leaves, you're fucked. And by the way, where do you think Disney's corporate headquarters is? It isn't in California. It's in Florida. You want to know why? Because they don't want to pay your shit fuck taxes.
And that's because wages aren't keeping up with inflation?
That's correct. But the, you know, political
Wages are keeping up with inflation if you don't live in California. Like, I hate this thought process. Everybody picks California and New York and these places where rent's $9,000. You can live pretty comfortably in Florida. You could have a house with bedrooms and a pool in Florida for $1,000 a month. Easy, easy.
political power that they have and the political will that they had was very difficult for us to beat them back.
And so our new total is 10,907
signatures that do nothing.
Negotiations broke down in February when Disney offered a 3% raise over 3 years and the union walked away. So now they've taken a different tack, collecting signatures for a ballot measure that would raise the minimum wage for the city's hospitality workers at Anaheim's largest resorts to $15 an hour.
Like, no, we'll force you to pay me more.
Correct. They're going to force, yes, correct.
And would then increase wages annually until they reached $18 an hour by 2022.
They want $18 an hour to work at Disney. But maybe they have really important jobs there. By the way, you're not talking about people working at corporate Disney running the back end, like, you know, high level. These
No,
are
we're
just
talking about people that you go buy a slushie from.
a big turkey leg from. Yeah.
Glendana Shevlin was one of a couple dozen union members knocking on doors throughout the city last month.
My name's Glendana, and I'm a Disney worker. Oh, yeah, the top part. It basically, that's what it...
But
so you know how...
signatures, like Roy said, that'll do nothing.
That does nothing.
And then, by the way, they're being nice and signing your little dumb things so you'll go away. But when the ballot comes, they're going to go, no.
No, we're not paying. Fuck that shit.
They take a lot of tax-free money from... I think you need to change your pen. I have another pen, sweetie.
They take a lot of tax-free money.
I'm always equipped. I turned 30 years at Disneyland this year, and one of my longtime guests gave it to me as a gift. So I love this piece very much.
You've been in Disney for 30 years and you're still working at a park. Like, you had no upward mobility. Like, that's my point. Working at a Disney park and stuff is something you do when you're in college, you know, or like in school. That's not something that's not a long-term career. I understand working at corporate Disney makes sense, but working at a park?
Well, we have this twisted concept, too, where we have to be loyal to, like, people with no skills. Like, you know what I mean? Like there needs to be some equity in a relationship. So when somebody goes, well, I've been with this company 30 years, you're like, yeah, but you just clean lunch trays every day for 30 years. You know, you haven't done anything to just because you're here for a long time doesn't mean you deserve more.
Correct.
Like, that shit bugs me. If you have no skills and you've never created or expanded your repertoire, that shit is on you. And when you go, but I've been loyal. Yeah, you've been loyal because you're fucking worthless, because nobody else wants you. You know, like, you know who should get fucking bonuses for being loyal? Movers and shakers. People who have built entire divisions at a company.
Right.
And then people go, well, you know, why don't you come on over to such and such? And they go, no, you know what? No. And they go back to their original company and go, these fucks try to give me $18 million a year more. And you go, well, we'll give you 18.5.
Yep.
So thanks for being loyal. That's loyalty. Loyalty doesn't count when nobody else wants you. And these people go, I want $15. I've been loyal to Wendy's for my entire life. It's because you have felonies. It's like, nobody, you know what I mean? You're working at Wendy's and you're loyal to Wendy's because Tesla ain't coming a calling. It's like ugly and fat girls. They think, oh, I've been loyal. Yes, of course you have.
Glendana is her name, from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
But I work in this.
You know what I don't see? A family.
Well,
Beautiful room up in the Venture Tower, and the windows up at the Venture Tower that overlook downtown Disney, and we have the best view in town of fireworks.
What do you love about your job?
I work the 2 to 10 shift, so we have 4 meal periods that happen. We have breakfast in the morning. We put out a beautiful spread like
so
salmon.
for 30 years, you have been a maitre d' at a buffet.
Correct.
And you're angry at Disney because your life didn't pan out.
That's correct.
And now you're going to use the citizens of the government of Anaheim. You're going to waste massive amounts of
To
resources.
Strong Armor Corporation.
To Strong Armor Corporation into giving you money you don't deserve. You look like a cross between Beaker and a lesbian art teacher. I hate your fucking smug face.
Meep, meep.
Mickey Waffles.
This is Linz's mom?
Mickey Waffles.
And then in the afternoon,
My
we
daughter's
serve
not making enough money doing queer kid stuff, and I just got to have more money.
3 appetizers, such things like mushroom ratatouille, which I guess
Wow,
is really good.
your job is so fascinating.
So it's like a party.
By the way, this is the best person they could pick for this Vice thing.
This, by the way,
Like, this was she deserves more money.
It's so weird too. This is another thing that women do too. They will not shut up about their menial jobs. You know what I mean? Like, guys will get out of work. You don't get, there might be a little shop talk at a bar. You know, like 2 coal miners might talk a little coal shit for a little bit. But it'll be 5-10 minutes. And then they talk about sports and the Steelers and all this other shit. Women will go on and on about their shitty job to the point where you're like I have dated women that literally were just bartenders. And they would come home and tell me stories. And I'd be like, you're a fucking bartender. How dare you? Like, you don't work in the White House press room. You come home and go, man, there was crazy stuff today. Bombs almost went off.
Frozen Daisy says she was like a female Paul Bearer.
Undertaker! I want a raise! $18 an hour!
Every night in my my own house.
Disney works hard to keep the park magical for visitors and to keep the company profitable for shareholders. At 58 years old, Glendana feels the magic too.
She's 58 years old and working at a Disney park?
So you're 58, right? You probably have like $180 in the bank, and that's Disney's fault.
And what Disney offers her is a job. But at $15.70 per hour, she says they don't pay her enough.
$15.70.
$15.70 an hour to lay out buffet foods.
To live in Orange County. She rents a room from a friend and keeps the rest of her possessions in a storage locker.
Can I ask you a question?
At 58.
honey?
But it's not Disney, but it's Disney failed you, right? Not progressivism and not sexual liberation and not your weird creepy cat, not being a parent of a fur baby. None of that stuff, right?
Well, she's also Kane's dad.
No, it's your employer, the place that has fed you for 30 or 20 years or whatever.
30 years.
They're the ones who have forsaken you, right?
Why are you 60 years old without a husband, without grandkids, without any, like there's just nothing in her
Disney
life.
failed you, though.
Nothing in her life.
It's the only bad thing about not having your own refrigerator because you have to hunt around for everything.
Now, Sally likes to share some of my lunch. Yeah, she's talking to me.
You shouldn't share your lunch with your cat. You make $15.70 an hour. You're not making enough money. You have possessions and storage. You shouldn't even have a pet.
You shouldn't have a cat.
So, lady, why is this everybody else's fault but your own?
Do you ever find yourself hungry at work?
You know what it is? She loves her job. That's what it is. A Disney job. It's so much fun, which is wonderful when you're a kid. But at some point, you want to move on and be successful. And it's like just because you don't get to go to an easy. It sounds like an easy job she has, an easy job every day, and demand more money.
Yes.
And is it tough because you're serving food?
Yes. It's like you want to cheat and eat the food, but we're not allowed to do so. I just say to
Yeah, no, at no restaurant are you allowed to just sit there and grab food from the buffet and start eating it.
Yeah, besides, you're still doing it.
You do it at the back before they throw it out, especially the buffet. Yeah,
of course.
myself that lunch will be soon, and then I'll do what I have to do.
Disney, which is an investor in Vice, wouldn't speak to us on camera.
Disney, which is an investor in Vice.
Disney's just getting into everything, man.
But in a statement, the company said its starting rates range from $11 an hour to $17.75 an hour.
That's not bad.
That's fine. That's good.
Amounts in line with market averages. A union-sponsored survey of Disney's employees found that among 5,000 respondents, nearly 80% of them said they are proud of their work, but 73% say they don't earn enough to cover basic expenses.
Yeah, a union survey said that.
It's weird. A survey told us that 73% of people don't feel like they get enough in life.
Isn't that
That's
weird?
A weird survey.
It's weird.
Like, do you understand the premises of some of these surveys, though? Like it's more that's more of a survey on people's perception and their happiness, and then you take that and go, this is hard data. No, it's not.
The hard data is what Disney did. We go, the market averages for this job are this
That's
much.
hard data.
That's hard data.
It's not like I would understand if the twist in this was when Royce goes, you want to know how much Disney's paying them in California, and I go, what? Let me guess, $12 to $13 an hour, and he goes, $8 an hour. I'd go, well, Christ, that is unfair, and I bet that's not the market hour. But again, this is why the free market kind of sorts things out. People wouldn't go work at Disney if they were paying grossly unfair wages for the local market. People will go, well, fuck this. It's got to be an Amazon job. I'll go work for Uber. But they don't. All those things sort of create a market value, and eventually there's this value for labor. This woman makes $15.70 an hour because she's worth $13 an hour, and Disney's nice.
That's a good point.
So seriously, they could fire that fat slob and get some fucking some pretty Guatemalan girl who's 19, fucking
for $11,
as Sam Hyde says, roll her around in some panko breadcrumbs, stick her out there, and fucking, hello, welcome, we have some great food, and you go, oh, this is great, and there would be nobody coming in going, hey, where's Karen? Karen used to have a little sausage or
Nobody
a
would
blanket.
care.
No, Consuelo will have the same food, the same generic,
and she won't complain.
Shitty corporate food. She will make $11.75 an hour, and she will beam with pride. She will go home and go, Disney.
You're right.
Disney.
You're right. That's a really good point.
So shut up.
Disney says the survey was unscientific and not representative of its 30,000-member workforce.
Duh.
You don't think like this is why we're fighting over illegal immigration? You don't think there's a horde of beaners ready to roll in and take your Coca-Cola and Disney jobs because they get to wear a vest that says Coca-Cola or Disney? They'll take $8 an hour. Yes,
You're right.
I fix. That's their motto. Yes, I fix.
By the way, Anaheim job killer. The only reason Anaheim has all those jobs is because of Disney being there. Disney wouldn't do this, obviously, but if Disney decided, you know what, we're going to pack up and leave. We're going to move Disneyland to Nevada. Do you know how fucked that city would be?
And do you know how quickly Las Vegas would open their mouths and assholes for Disney?
Of course.
But you know what? They'd never do it. They would take over some other town.
You're right.
Because they'd never be associated with Vegas.
Right, a town in Nevada.
They would buy a desert town between Vegas and L.A. That's what they would do.
And that's the new Disney.
They'd buy a giant chunk of worthless desert on that Highway 60, and it would be between Vegas and L.A., and it would be all no gambling. It would just be all fucking kids doing stupid shit.
The company is co-sponsoring the opposition to the ballot measure through a
And I
group
bet you
called
there'd be a fucking light rail between Vegas and that shitty Disney town and those fucking...
Oh, yeah, done. Yep. And Disney would pay for every cent of the light rail because that's how they are. Like, people always come to Florida and they...
Yeah, because they wouldn't care about the people leaving Disney at night and spending some money if they could connect to Vegas and L.A. You know, people are just going to plop on this high-speed rail and come straight here and give us all their shekels.
People always come to Florida, and especially Orlando and stuff like that, and they go, I don't get it. How come your roads are always so new here and stuff, considering you no income tax? Because Disney get big tax breaks for giving money to build roads. Disney wants all the... It's not being nice. Disney wants all the roads and stuff around them to be nice. They want all the roads to leave to Disney. You would get paid less if you were a buffet person at Golden Corral. You know what I mean? And it's the same job, except here you get to wear a Disney pin. They're being very nice to you. You know, they even wash their clothes for them. When you go into Disney, you go in with your normal clothes and your clothes is laundered and you put it on in the locker room. Yeah, they don't even have to wash their uniforms.
No on the Anaheim Job Killer Initiative, which is a project of the Anaheim Chamber of Commerce.
I can tell you there's groups that are looking at Anaheim. They think twice before investing in the marketplace when there's challenges like this.
So this...
He's right. He's fucking right. He's correct.
Bill is like a big sign saying do not do business in Anaheim, basically.
Absolutely. If this becomes the policy of how Anaheim operates, it's a very dangerous precedent, a huge, huge slippery slope for us to attract investment.
What about wages, though? Because essentially for a lot of people, they've seen maybe a 40-cent or 50-cent raise since the recession, basically. Can you understand if they were for 20 years rolling along?
Yes, everyone deserves 100% raises.
Yeah, everyone. No, a bunch of money.
What are you making now? I'll double it.
The reason that you need to make more money is because of the ridiculous taxes in your state. Again, people in Florida are doing fine.
I know a lot of people in this state of Florida that don't make a lot. I don't make a lot. I could use more, but I'm not. Nobody's dying in Florida.
Right.
You could do pretty okay here. You can make $400 a week and do okay in Florida. I mean, you're not going to be living like a king, but you could have there'd be no excuse not to have a roof over your head.
Exactly.
So
stagnation, how that feels like they're losing money?
When somebody's in a position and decide to stay in the position, nobody locks them in that job. So if they're unhappy with the progress they're making in that specific job or in that company, their choice is to go look in the free market and find another job. And
he's fucking right, though.
This guy's obviously, first of all, a fascist Nazi.
Of course.
A racist.
Of course.
He hates people of color.
By the way, just a fun fact, and this is true because of lower earnings than expected, Vice expected to fire 30% of their staff.
Ha ha!
That's for real. 30% of their staff gone.
And for those...
Because having a big piece of a building in New York City that you could ride your bicycle in and has a popcorn maker isn't probably the best investment.
No, it's probably not. Looks cool, though.
Yeah, it does.
Very Silicon
Very
Valley.
cool. Very cool.
That want to improve, reach out to your company, say, I'd like more training, I'd like the opportunity.
But if they're 58 years old, what kind of training are they going to get?
Great fruit
If they're
beer.
58 years old and they haven't gotten training to when they turn 58, then they're a fucking lost cause. Why did they wait till they were 58 to go, I want training? Yes.
Hey, I was thinking it might be a good time to elevate my position in life. I was wondering if maybe you could train me now to do some of the back end stuff, maybe some of the financials at 58. Is that good?
No, because they're not Mickey
I've
waffles.
been serving food
my whole life.
Well, that's a decision that they've made. And so where is it the responsibility of the employer?
And here's the thing: if you're just being upwardly mobile in life has nothing to do with they're uneducated or you're oppressed because they're minorities. I know people. I had a buddy of mine who's from the hood, who's a chef now. He started off as a line cook. He worked his ass off. He took a lot of undesirable jobs and undesirable shifts at high-pressure restaurants that were very high-end so that he would, in exchange for taking, like, all right, fine, I'll work all through the holidays. I'll miss all the holidays. You guys can go be with your kids. But when you come back, you're going to teach me how to make chicken cordon bleu. That was his thing. He wanted to get ahead.
Right.
So he worked his ass off and came home smelling like French fries every night, making $8. This guy was miserable for a while, but then he sold weed, to make his nut. But like, he learned, like he liked food. And so instead of just being a buffet presenter for 30 years, my buddy went on to become a chef. because enough people trained him in enough things that he then took a small course and he went in there and he knocked everybody's socks off and they went, wow, you are now a chef, sir. And now he's a chef. He's not a multi-billionaire Gordon Ramsay, but he doesn't have to. He's a chef now. He goes, hey, make sure you're putting enough of this on the pastries. Do that, you know? Like, you can do that. There are jobs in life. You don't have to go to 8 years of college. You're not a doctor. You can go be a cook or a chef. You could be a sous chef who's not even a chef, but still makes good money at a place. You could be the maitre d'. You could have been a great waitress somewhere if you really put some effort into it. But that sounds like effort.
No, that's a good point. And by the way, the man's name that he's talking about is Rachel Ray. It's true. It's 100% true.
And that man grew up to be Rachel Ray.
Yeah. So, no, but you know, you're right. Like,
and he worked his fucking ass off for people that to this day, I'm like, I don't know how you put up with some of the shit you did, but they kept their word and they taught him things, and then he went on and said, I don't need you fuckers anymore.
Yeah.
So that's how you do it, man.
Thank you for listening, guys. That was a really fun show. That flew by. Is there a Nightwave tonight?
It's very likely.
Very likely.
I think I want to do it. I think I just want to play video games and stream. So
do it.
Yeah, I haven't really done great this week, so I'm just thinking I'm just going to do that. Just chill out.
Sounds fun. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We'll be back Monday with a brand new episode.
Or will we?
We'll be
yeah,
here.
no, we will. We totally will. It's a bad teaser.
So be careful, Mike. Try to sleep with one eye open. You don't want Carlos Blackbean Navarro showing up and punching you in the nose.
Poor Carlos. This is just getting started, pal.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We will see you in 2 days and catch Mike on Nightwave through the weekend. Later, guys.